Hello. How's everybody doing? I don't know why it says that I'm shifting. Oh, it's because I'm under here. Hello. Welcome in, Dayon. Did you miss me? Elephant in the room. I'm a wee bit sick. I hope you guys understand. I still want to go for like a really long time. Um, at least 3 hours today. Welcome in, Ramen. Welcome in. I want to go for at least 3 hours today. I hope you guys are down for the ride. Hopefully we can hit 4, but we will need to take breaks, so don't worry about that. Um, yeah, let's get into it. You said you hear, is it the growling that you hear? Yeah, my cats are getting into it. They've got like issues. Um, but yeah, if I sound stuffy, oh, you mean you hear that I'm sick? Right. If you hear that I'm stuffy or anything, that's why. But here's what I did off camera. I just did this today, so I just kind of threw it up in the same color palette that we were already working with. And usually I find that it gets a little repetitive, but maybe it's just because of all of the color in this room. I actually think it looks pretty good. So we have of course, the redstone lamps still doing their thing. And once we update to the new copper drop, I will want to put like lanterns in here with the copper lanterns and stuff. I set up this area for shelving, both of them, because I thought that could be nice. Over here is my bedroom. I got in some walls. That was about it. Like I said, we're working with basic structure right now. Looks great. Thanks, Dayon. Thanks. Here is the villager trading. So you walk down this path and then you'll walk down this one. And I want to give them like a 3x3 room on each side. I don't think that's going to work. I'm not sure, but I would like to give them a 3x3 room on each side. The question is, where do I start it? I'm thinking about putting something here. I emptied out my inventory because this is not what we're doing right now, but I thought about putting like a pillar here of the acacia and then insetting it like that. So then this 3 blocks would be included, and then there would be an acacia log right here. Still lots to do. As you can see, I'm at 30 levels. All my tools are healed up. We are pretty prepared for this today. This is the only room I didn't really block out, but that's because I need to go back and watch the recording to see what I had put on that sign, because I don't remember. And yeah, for now it's still going to be the carrot area, but I like it so far. I do. And of course we have the staircase with the idiots. Once they go back to bed, I think I'm gonna place like maybe I will lower every single stair, and I will place like fence gates here. That way they can't actually cross that point. I'm gonna write that down right now. Get fence gates for dungeon. Oh my god, I need to mute. So sorry about that. My face is literally leaking. How was my vacation? You know what? It wasn't that bad. My vacation... Sorry, my cats are still going at it. But my vacation really wasn't bad at all. I'm very happy with how much we were able to do. We went to the museum, like the Houston National Museum of Science. While I talk, I'm just gonna chop down some trees because I really need to see the terrain. So let's set these up real quick. But what was I saying? Yeah, we went to the Houston Natural Museum of Science, which was like one of the highlights of our trip. We also went to Top Golf for the first time. Um, and what else did we do? Ramen. What else did we do? We shopped until we dropped, and then we took all my baby stuff and took it home. And it was crazy. My mom also gave me a bunch of stuff. Ugh, it was like our first time in a mall and for like, I don't know, 3 years, 2 years. No, no, definitely 1 year because we went to a mall last year on our anniversary. And then we were driving back on our anniversary and then we just got some Greek food, which was nice. Very nice. I'm not going to replant these for now. Um and I thought I had some, yeah, some dirt to get me started. We did a lot of shopping, yeah. Just chilling, just vibes. Yeah, basically. Although it didn't feel like that. It felt like we were like always rushing, you know? Felt like we were rushing the entire time. Didn't really feel like a break, but it wasn't bad and that's all that matters. It could have been a lot worse. What did you get up to in the time that we haven't seen you? How's everything been going for you? I will be needing a lot of acacia. We are going to announce, I think I've already announced, but I'm not sure. We are going to make some progress on a project today. Just like we were doing last time. I just don't want to spend forever on one project, you know? A bit bad? You had a bad time? What happened? Do you feel comfortable sharing? I totally get it if you don't. Oh, I never. Oh, I did. I put Silk Touch on my axe, which is great. Do I have Silk Touch on that too? Okay. Wanted to use mushroom in my build. You said work? Damn, what about work, dude? What about work? Ah, fair. Can I put it? There we go. I really like using brown mushroom block as well, but we don't need to go out this far today. I'm so sorry though that you like didn't have a good time, you know? It'd be like that sometimes. I had to work the very next day that we came back, and you know that was tough. Not gonna lie. And we've got like a bunch of new people, and I don't know. Maybe I just am like a really quick learner, but I could tell that some people are just not that qualified, and they don't really seem like they're good with criticism or like advice of any kind. Some of them. You said we had a colleague who was ill for a long time and she came back and she started working with us. Like not working, just be there I don't know. And suddenly she feels fine and can work. Interesting. So you think, oh my gosh, Bella, there's no space for you up here. Ow! There's no space for you up here. Jesus. When my cat decides she wants to sit somewhere, bro, everybody has to move. Sorry. And now you have to work at another location. Do you have to work at another location because she came back? Do you think she was just like on leave for whatever reason? Like she just wanted to be? Or do you think it was like something else, like more personal? Do you think there's like favoritism going on? Because you don't really talk about missing work very often at all. Finally, we've covered up this hole. Hello, Bella. No, you don't think there's any favoritism? I should probably ask you one question at a time, huh? She was sick, so when I started, I got. Oh, you went in her place. Damn. And now you have to move stores and get to know a whole bunch of different other people and have a new routine. What is that going to be like for you? Because you bike to work, right? You knew when she was coming back, you had to go. Damn, I just wish. Did you have like a good amount of notice? Or do you don't, or do you think that you didn't? But they told me she'll be back in like 2026. That's insane. Did she like beat cancer or something? Like, I would be so mad. Like, happy for her for beating cancer, but I would be so mad if I knew if I was supposed to have a job up until 2026 and then all of a sudden people are like, "No, you have to you're fired. You can't step on this." What are you doing? Bella? Bella, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Let me try and put her in my lap, you guys. Oh, was she pregnant? I'm so curious. We actually started on time today. I've been up for a long time, so, you know, I've been trying to get things prepared for stream. Okay, you can't be moving if you're going to sit on me. We have like 10 locations, and I worked at all the places. Okay, that's good. That's good, man. It sucks though. You are going to have to readjust your routine and things. And you won't get to work with those people anymore. Yeah, when you bring kids into the factor, it's like firing a teacher, I feel like, or moving a teacher, like a teacher moving schools, you know? Like that sucks. But you'll have new beginnings. It never felt like working there. Aw, those are the best jobs, man. Hopefully you can cultivate that energy somewhere else, you know? Aw, that's so sad. Maybe you can come back one day. Who knows? If she was like sick for a really long time, she could be sick again. You never know. I mean, not that we would be wishing her sickness. I'm just saying you never know when they might give you a little call. Guys, my cat is in my arms. I feel like I can't move, but I will because we have to stream. I just want her to know that I love her. Everybody tell Bella that she's a good kitty, a good girl, even though she terrorizes Esme. Can you guys hear her? She's so happy. I love you, Bella. Okay, you have to get down. You do. You have to get down. Oh. Right, right. It's like an internship. But, I think you still have the opportunity to make lasting memories, and maybe it's just not the time. Maybe it was your time to move on and to do something new, whether that be a new location or just to kind of, I don't know, rethink, I guess, whatever it is that's happening. Okay, I have my bees in tow. I want to bring some greenery down there for sure as well. Do I have any shears on me? I do. I think I have enough leaves though, to be honest. I'm just trying to fill in this terrain, make it just look a whole ton better, I don't usually fill up the bottom like this, but I have no clue what I'm going to end up wanting to dig over here. So, yeah. I will be needing these flowers because I've decided that their beds are going to be purple and yellow, just like the cleric outfits. Yeah, I know it'll be fine, but it sucks now. Yeah, facts. I get you, man. I know pretty soon, because we hired new people, that I'm going to have less hours. And that means I'm going to get less money, which sucks, but hopefully I'll be able to do more for the channel. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Do I have a place for subscription village? Yeah, it's gonna be where the iron farm is now. It's gonna be right around that area, maybe over the valley, because I'm gonna have like the Dutch inspired village. I think it just made sense for subscriber village to be there because I already have infrastructure over there, and I've already started, like, fixing the terrain and whatnot. And that's gonna be like the goal over however many years. It's just actually putting things down into the world. So that was all of the dirt I brought up here with me. Let's just jump into free cam. So let's talk about it, yeah? And I'm gonna try not to move so much because I absolutely hate it when YouTubers or creators in general, like Minecrafters, are trying to show something and then they're like this the whole time. Like, what am I supposed to be seeing? You know what I mean? Okay, but from up here, you can see a pretty decent sized plot of land. Okay, there we go. Basically, most, if not all of this entire platform is going to be dedicated to a castle build. Ooh, castle. And this village down here, well, I am going to break this thing in the land. I'm going to break this land bridge, and I'm going to create a better bridge that boats can pass through. And all of these people will come to live on the side of the hill. I'm going to put in a waterfall feature over here. You see that natural land bridge? I'm going to put a waterfall in there. And I thought a little like Halloween town, like pumpkin village could be very cute. I don't know if that means I'm gonna make one big pumpkin jack-o'-lantern as like the town center, and then just a bunch of fantasy style houses on the edge, or if I'm going to do just pumpkins everywhere, like massive large pumpkins. These are pumpkin people that live in the side of this that live in this area. And the way I do lore typically is I just kind of make it up as I go, pretty much, whenever I find inspiration. And they will be into the trading. I could even create this bridge over here as like part of it. This can be where a bridge connects. I think that feels very natural. And you're going to see the castle coming up all the way like this. It's going to be like a gothic, definitely like gothic Victorian era type of castle. I think I'm going to do mostly black and gray stones because I typically build with a lot of color, but it's going to be inspired. Have you seen Wednesday, the show with what's her name? I forgot her name all the time. Jenna Ortega. Have you seen Wednesday? It's going to be inspired by the school, the Nevermore school. I just thought that would be real cute. And it would challenge me to build a castle with an actual reference. You know, it can teach me how to build one. Oh, you saw season 1? That's great. I think season 1 is much better than season 2 so far, but I've only seen the first half of season 2. Tonight we have plans to watch the second half of season 2. If, I don't know how far we'll get in that, but that's the goal. And yeah, so it's gonna be like dark grays. Like I have a bunch of basalt I'm going to work with, deep slate, different types of grays. We're gonna really try and texture it. It may or may not look like something Flip might build, but I still want it to feel like a Simi Crafts build. So yeah, and we're also gonna use pale oak for the we're gonna use pale oak for like the detailing. You said you think it's an overhyped series. I agree. I also think it's an overhyped series. To be honest, if people had just not hyped it up in the first place, then I would be like, yeah, it's a good watch. It's definitely something I think you can put on in the background. I don't think it's something you have to like pay attention to per se. But yeah. So we do need to clear this area because in a few minutes we're going to go get some wool and we're going to start outlining this castle. We might have to AFK for the wool because I haven't done that off camera, but we can always just do that when we take our little breaks. You know what isn't an overhyped series? Stranger Things. And I just recently got Ramen to watch it. And he's loving it. So happy that he's loving it. I need to get higher up there, girl. Yeah, I feel so gross. And I'm going to have to go back to work tomorrow. Luckily, I'm off today. But I do have to go back to work tomorrow. I just hope I'm not sick because, y'all, I really need the money. I really need the money. And I don't want to make anybody else sick, though. Oh my gosh, Stranger Things. Yes. And it's going to be coming out the week of, some plans. And we're going to be watching that as well. I wonder if we can do like a watch party together in Discord. Maybe you can watch it with us, Dayon. There's no day that goes by that you don't watch a video about it. It's your #1 show. Nice. Mad respect. My number one show is Supernatural. Everybody who knows me knows that. My #1 show is Supernatural. I can like recite scenes like line by line. Are you the same way with Stranger Things? And then I have a friend. Her name is Brooke. Brooke, if you're watching this in the future, say hi in the comments below. I have a friend named Brooke and she loves both Supernatural and Stranger Things. But I did put her on Supernatural. I did. And we have like videos on my channel of us reacting to season 4. If you wanted to watch that video. You said you don't know, you love to watch it alone. That's so fair. That is literally so fair. I think I might make a video though reacting to it because it's just been so long since they came out with the last season, and since we made one last time, I just feel like we should make another one this time. Oh my gosh, you know what else I did on my vacation? You'll never believe this. I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor and I went to the dentist and it was terrible. They were like, You have cavities. I needed to do a deep cleaning. I like basically had to numb my mouth. It was terrible. And at first it was fine, right? And then it wasn't. And it was literally like that. At first it was fine until it wasn't. And guys, I literally cried. I watched the season 5 trailer like every day. Oh, I'm the opposite. I do not do spoilers. If I don't see it, I don't even really like watching it in the movies, to be honest. Like when you go and it shows you some of the stuff that's coming soon. I don't really like that. But at least it's far enough out that I'll probably forget the trailer. I feel like trailers just kind of give everything away. Now I know those brothers, those are they Russo brothers or is that a different person? Not sure. But I know those brothers, the Duffer brothers, I'm not sure. I'm sure they wouldn't give away everything. That's not good, Simi. It's hyping me up. Yeah, you know, you should. You should be hyped. There's so many things happening in the world. You gotta find the things that you are happy with, you know, and document them. Document everything. Write everything down. If you ever get anything from me, if you ever learn anything, write that shit down. You hear me? Write it down. I'm gonna be collecting a lot of leaves because I would like to put some custom trees in this area. I've been really inspired by everything I saw on the road. My shiz! I was really inspired about everything I was seeing on the road. So, you know, there's that. I'm gonna put these baddies in there. You know what? Let's just make some... I feel like I need all of this stuff. We can make charcoal with this, though. You said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Oh, yeah, I don't do spoilers in general. Because why would I want somebody else's opinion? I feel like a lot of times, too, with Sinners, for example, I saw a trailer for Sinners. And I was so mad because it was in the movies and I didn't have the fucking choice, right? And can you believe that I literally knew basically the entire plot? I was so mad. I was so mad. Oh my god, yeah, you forgot to send me your book. I went looking before this morning because I was like, man, am I tripping or, you know, did you never send it? But I figured you would send it to me whenever you got the chance. That I figured you probably had other things going on. It's no biggie. I know I need lots of cherry as well, just for the downstairs that we're doing. And yeah, this, I know I want part of the castle to be over here. Maybe it's like a little cottage or something back there. I like the idea of a little cottage. Maybe like, you know, Hagrid's cottage. I've been looking for an excuse to put that into my world, but I think it would go great right here, Hagrid's cottage, and it would have a lovely view both ways, and it would be like the facade to get down into the dungeons. You said you translated everything, but last week you kept writing every day, so you thought, let me translate this too. I'm the exact same way. There's a YouTube video I've been trying to get out for months now, which honestly, I'm just starting to understand that's how my process goes because I work, you know? We both have jobs, and I think that's okay, man. So, yeah. But please do send me whenever you get the chance. You can even do, like, clips of it. Send me, like, a little bit at a time, maybe. Like, chapter by chapter. Because then I could, I don't know. It could be easier for me to read, maybe. Or maybe, like, a couple chapters at once. Oh my god, I can't breathe. Stream, but I'm sick. I really hope I'm not getting ramen sick because that would just suck. We do not do well when there's like both of us sick. You said, you know what? You'll send it now. Nice. Before you forget. Bro, same. Man, it's nice being back. I missed playing Minecraft. I literally couldn't play Minecraft for like 2 weeks because I was working so much. And now I'm not working, obviously. Well, today I'm not working, but other than that, this has been like a really fun day besides being sick, you know? Oh, what a satisfying sound. I do think as well that maybe in about 30 minutes, we're just going to take a little bit of a break from talking. Or maybe we should take a break from talking now. I'm just like not sure. Because I don't really have much to say most of the time. That's something I feel like a lot of people also gloss over. It's like, what if you don't have anything to say? But I guess that's why you play music, huh? I guess you play music when you don't have anything to say. I could get rid of this layer. It's not really doing any good. So I can just get rid of that. Let's go move this into the area by Hagrid's hut. I should put a sign down as well, so that I know that's what that's going to be for. Hagrid's hut. Cool. Okay. What are we working with now? We still have some holes, but I think we can fix that by just cleaning up the terrain like a bit. We can fix all the holes with like that. And then we should definitely take down the rest of these trees, at least over here. I think what I'm gonna do is like a courtyard around it with like walls. And then I'm gonna do the actual castle. Man, I've literally never built one before. I haven't even experimented in creative, which I was going to do, but I was like, nah. Wouldn't that just be too much work? Is it this that I said I can get rid of? I think so. Yeah. No, it's over there. Ugh. Take down this tree as well while we're at it. I cannot wait. You guys, I'm starting to think that my favorite wood, at least right now, is dark oak. Have you seen me like build something without dark oak in so long? Because I haven't. I think it only makes sense that in the dungeons I put like a villager curing station, and maybe that's what I was gonna do instead of that little farm, because I can always do little farm beds where the shelving area is. It doesn't have to be something that it happens right away. Look at all these goodies. Ugh, not the podzol. I don't really care, honestly, if it spreads. for now, because I can always just go back and hoe through all of it. Uh, uh. It's too big to send by email. Is there a way that you can send me just a couple chapters? Cool. Let's get this away as well. I would also like to build a lot with acacia because I just think that would tie things in really well. What a beautiful shovel. Look, Ramen, I'm filling in the entirety of this creeper hole. Who have I become? No. We don't want this here. We will do away with this so we can have so much more. Do I not have the space for this? Oh, this looks stupid as well. Oh no. What can I do to make it less stupid? I guess. You're turning into me. You said you could send me a link that I can download. Yeah. Yeah, that's no big deal. You said only psychopaths fill in the creeper hole. Dude, I know. That's why I used to tell him. It's not necessary. This is fine enough. I think I was planning on one of these being a pond, but there's no way we're gonna get a pond in this nasty terrain the way that it is right now. Hello? Bitch? Christ. I should have used this on the stuff that I need to actually fill in. Let's go pick up our stuff. Beautiful. Bro, walking on podzol is so loud. Is it supposed to sound like crunching leaves or something? Oh! Okay. We do have a little bit more to pick up. Cool. Couple more tree stuff to take down. But having at least a little bit more tidiness, man, this is just going to make the entire process so much easier. I don't think I'll have enough. No, I won't. I'm coming down here to hollow it out so that I can go take this upstairs because it's valuable dirt. I've sent it to you in the Discord. Thank you. This is like my favorite way to gather dirt, by the way. I love to gather it underground because nothing's going to happen. You know, I think I'll have enough torches, but just in case. We don't want anything spawning, you know? Few more areas to fill in. Oh my god, my bunny! Do you remember? Gotta blow my nose. To be fair, I do call myself, like, I introduce myself as Simi all the time. And then, like, but for work, for some reason, and like at school, it's just always been a hassle. People will be like, "Is your name Sydney?" And then I'm just convinced that people just don't want to respect you. They don't want to call you by any name, they just want to be rude. Like, because it's not that difficult, it's not that hard of a name, it's not that, you know. Is it a little different? Yeah, but it's not like it's brand new. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I was gonna be so mad. Okay, I guess we'll fill this in like so. And what about you? Is your government name Dayon? Is that what you just tell people all the time? Your government info? Wow. We have a good space so far. We've done really well. Now let's just take down these last bit of trees so that we can get a really good idea. And then we'll have to take down this hill a peg. But not too much. I don't want to get rid of the entire terrain. I want to be able to work with it because it'll provide some visual interest. You said it's your real name? Well, how am I supposed to know? I don't tell people mine. You know, I try not to tell people mine. People are just weird, you know? I want to keep that. Will I not have space? Okay, I do have space, but just barely. It's okay. Let's load those up in there. Gonna get some more. Some more materials. This is nice. Sorry, I expected you. Expected me to lie. You know, this looks weird over here as well. I just don't know what I want to do with it. Because I was under the impression that one of these would be like a lake. But this is not really giving lake right now. It's giving busted, you know? It's giving oblong and not very cute. So I think we should add some more stuff over here. Yeah, this is like kind of better. Whatever. Let's get back to it. You exposed me. Yes. Yes, you did. Honestly, I could pretty much be exposed for anything. Like, I always think about, like, when I get canceled one day, what am I going to get canceled for? And I find that that's actually a harder question to answer than what wouldn't I get canceled for? You know what I mean? But what about you guys? What do you think Simi Crafts would get canceled for? Oh no, I wanted some of these leaves. Do I have no iron on me? Okay, I do. What I like about bundles is that you don't have to place them down like you do shulker boxes. But it's just so limiting to have so few space. A backpack would be amazing, but I don't think Mojang would do that. To be honest. Never thought of you getting canceled. You literally can't think of anything. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty outspoken, you know? And I don't think many people like that. So I feel like you could pretty much clip me. I think it would be something out of context for sure. Because I try to be careful. I try to think before I speak. But it doesn't always happen, right? Nobody's perfect. I would get canceled for not finishing a build. Just abandoning my builds all the time. I don't know. In my mind, like, I can always come back to it. And I would rather come back to it when I'm happy than force my way through it and end up with something I don't like, you know? Do you have freedom of speech in your land? Not anymore. Freedom of speech is effectively being wiped out. You can be targeted for literally saying and doing anything that the government doesn't believe you should be doing. And I don't like that. Because for the most part, like, most people are not doing bad things. So you have to create a false enemy. I could get arrested for the things I've said on this stream. Like, people have gotten arrested for less. You know what I mean? For just having the wrong name. People have gotten arrested for just being somewhere at the wrong time. And so it's not really freedom if you're just going to get arrested anyways because somebody doesn't like you. And they will come up with any excuse. They'll plant drugs on you. They will just raid your home and destroy your property. You really are not protected by the police at all, especially, and that goes down even less when you are a person of color, when you are LGBT, when you're a woman. All of a sudden, all of those freedoms that you believe you should have come into question. They're trying to overturn women's right to vote, actually. Which is disgusting. Saying that only husbands should vote for the family unilaterally. You almost got arrested once. When was that? What did you get arrested for? Parking in the wrong spot? Like putting your bike in the wrong spot? I don't understand. Or for driving on the road? Were you not using your blinker? For being too handsome? You got me again. You got me again. Man. Of course. I expect nothing less. I think Robin would get arrested for forgetting to put the laundry inside of the washing machine. I'm just kidding. Although I'm pretty sure he still hasn't done it. He said he would, so I didn't do it. But I'm kind of thinking I should have just done it because then it would be done by now. Oop, let me go do that. Got him. LOL, you guys are so funny. What did you almost get arrested for, Robin? I don't know why I keep all of these saplings and stuff. They literally give you too many saplings. Theft? Is it when you were like 5 and you stole that gum or whatever? Yeah. Too diabolical. I could never imagine calling the police on my black son. I don't care if he has a gun to my head. You might as well just shoot me. Honestly, I was gonna say I couldn't imagine calling the police, but I think I've called the police one time in my life, and it was because my neighbors in college. I was really concerned. I heard screaming in the place next door, and I was concerned because it sounded like a girl's scream, and I knew the people in that apartment. Apparently everything was fine, and they never talked to me ever again. And you know what? That's a lesson, kids. Don't call the police. Because they just ruin it. That's it. For legal reasons, for legal purposes, that was a joke. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Oh my gosh. I had a Karen experience the other day. This lady walks in and she's like, I just wanted to let you know that I have never seen this Dollar Tree. Oh, well, I guess now you guys know where I work. Whatever. It's not like you know where I live. But she was like, I've never seen this Dollar Tree look so fucking disgusting. And she didn't curse at me. Not yet. But she was like, I've never seen it look so nasty, so much stuff on the floor. And I was just like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, would you like the number to corporate? Like you can call corporate and let them know how you feel. And she's like, oh, where's your manager? And then I point to her, and then my manager is literally like 2 steps away from me. And she's like, ma'am, I'll go get the number for you right now. Like, it's not a big deal, you know? But we were literally getting the floors cleaned the very next day. Yeah. And ever since, we've heard nothing but good things. People have walked into the store and been like, it's so clean in here. It's so organized. I straight up just have people ignore me all the time. If I don't like, wait on their foot and hand, I've had people just straight up ignore me until I'm asking them, do you want your receipt? And then all of a sudden they can speak perfect, clear English and they have no hearing problems. Worst experience though was probably when I worked at Miller's Ale House and this lady called me the N-word. And I cried. Yep. I cried. I've had people throw things at me, threaten to call the cops on me. But it's just Tuesday, man. This is what it's like to be black in America. Like it's not a cakewalk for sure. Like I feel like we have carrying experiences every day. I've had people be Karens to me about other customers, even like expecting me to go chase that man down and make him put back whatever it is he was eating from his mouth. Like, I don't care. I'm not getting paid enough. You said, can you ask me a dumb question? Absolutely. No such thing as dumb questions, dude. What was I gonna do with this, man? This looks dumb. That looks bad. I'm just gonna take out this whole section. It'll be good because then I'll have some more dirt. Aw, shit. Uh. Why can I, as a white man, say the N word? Why? You mean like why can't you? It basically just comes down to trauma. Like you wouldn't. It's a slur. You know what I'm saying? Um, and white people tend to be the oppressors. There's a lot. There's plenty of black people who don't believe in saying the N word. You know, and because they believe it's a symbol of it's a symbol of oppression. And yeah, it was a derogatory term that was used against black people in the slave trade, basically relegating them to a second class race so that to justify enslaving them. So when you say it, it means that you have a slave mindset. You have a slave master's mindset. When you say it, it means that you do not respect the person you're speaking to or speaking about. And those are connotations that you cannot control, regardless of however you think you said it, regardless if you're trying to be nice or you didn't mean it that way. Those are the connotations of using a word that you do not own that affects an entire population of people all around the world. So, you know, I would say just keep that part in mind, you know? That's pretty much why. Because there's generational historical trauma. To this day, that word is being used against black people in an effort to wipe us off the face of the earth or to keep us permanently enslaved. White supremacy is still alive and well. And the more people use that terminology, the harder it's going to take. Like, the more people try to be like, oh, it's not that bad, right? You should just deal with it, blah, blah, blah. The more people who do that, the harder it will be to eradicate. We cannot normalize this behavior, ever. It's disgusting, it's foul, it's offensive, and you wouldn't call your mom a bitch. So don't call a black person or refer to a black person as the N-word. Don't call your friend that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're your own person, man. If you decide to say that word in the comfort of your own home, sing into a song, that's your business. But if you know your history and you know the history of the world, then you wouldn't want to. It will make you uncomfortable. And it should. Saying that word should make every white person uncomfortable. And if it doesn't, then you need to read more. Basically. But you know, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not gonna sit here on my soapbox. You know, my friends and I used to like refer to each other as the N-word as a joke back in high school because we were kids. But then you grow up and you learn, you know, you learn more things. You said, I never knew the history of the word. No, I never say it. It's not nice to say something like that. Exactly, right? And I think that's basically what it comes down to, that it's just not very nice. And if you respect people, then you wouldn't use it. Yeah. But I definitely appreciate your curiosity. And it's not a dumb question at all. You know, I think it's on everybody to continue teaching real, true history. Because if we don't, then people will never know. Okay, I think I am going to connect this landmass over here because I just think it will fit the terrain more. It's either I do that or I shave it off a bit. and I bring it down a peg. You know, maybe we just do that so that we can end up with more materials rather than having to use less. Bro, he's trying to come for me. Bastard. Bastard. Will there come a day when certain slurs are colloquialized? Yeah. You could even argue that the N-word has become colloquialized. It's just in everybody's vocabulary now. You know, sometimes it throws me off guard, man. I'm like, what did you call me? What did you say to me? I have to correct people. There's still people using the R word, the R slur. You think the problem in the US is much worse than here in the Netherlands. Yeah, but you guys are also more homogenized. And homogenized just means that, like, you guys are more of the same, right? You don't have to really consider protecting a class of people that are not there. Does that make sense? Not to say that there's no black people in the Netherlands. I'm sure they exist, but you know, it's much less than in the US. And also, American slavery is uniquely terrifying. It's uniquely terrible. And what's even worse is that we do not teach our history. Much like Israel, we teach propaganda and we breed it. And we force our kids to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance every morning to show their loyalty to a country that they can't even vote in. It's cult. It's cult behavior. Of course we have discrimination, but if I scroll on Instagram, you don't see many videos about that stuff. Yeah. It could, again, you know, I would definitely recommend trying a VPN, because you might not be seeing it because it's not something that people search for or are like cognizant of in your area, but it exists. It definitely exists all around the world, everywhere. And if it's not against black people, then it's against somebody from the African diaspora, somebody of a different skin color. It's always discrimination of something, of gender. Are you guys homophobic? You know what I mean? Oh, I did read that wrong. Yeah, you're so right. You're saying that you don't see many videos of what took place in the US. I get it. My bad, G. That was my fault. And again, like, that's completely fair, man. We don't really talk about it here. You know? That's basically what I was trying to say. It's like, we don't really talk about it here. All we get is propaganda. And if we want to know the truth, the real truth, then we have to seek higher education or educate ourselves. And unfortunately, too many people are comfortable with not doing either because of the rise of anti-intellectualism. I could say a bunch of buzzwords all day, but to be honest, it's not going to change the fact that bad shit happens everywhere and that there's too many people that is just trying to ignore it. You know what I mean? This one's like full. I could dump this in here for now, right? And then I'll just take this. Let's go pop a fly to get to the other side because running was terrible. And then we're just going to pick everything up and put it in our handy dandy. Hello? Put it in our handy dandy sugar boxes. No, my bad. You're right. I definitely read that wrong. I just get on my soapbox, man. I just start going. I gotta start thinking more before I talk. You know, we just recently thrifted a bunch of like really interesting books, a lot that have to do with like philosophy or history in any way. And I'm really excited to, you know, read for fun, but also educate myself for fun. Education does not have to come with strings, and it doesn't have to be like official, in my opinion, in order for it to count as education. I teach myself things all the time through YouTube, you know? And even though we all went to college, right? It's not like we don't continuously Google stuff. I just think that people have this like idea that you go to college and all of a sudden you're supposed to be like a genius or something. Like, no, you just know a little bit more than you did before. You know what I mean? A sheep. That would be nice to have over here. Oh, okay. Once I clear this little patch, then I believe we are going to take a little break. We're going to take a little break so that I can give my voice some rest. And so I can have lunch. Which is nice. I feel like this is what we would have normally started at. But by starting an hour earlier, we got to like do all of the chores and housekeeping that normally takes up an hour of our time, you know? Gonna have to fix all that later. It looks ugly, man. It looks ugly! My bad, y'all. It's almost like I have a beacon. Horse? Oh, donkey. Did he just spawn? Having a little stables would be nice in the castle. It's good to think about what I want to include, because it's basically going to function as like a little compound. It's going to function exactly like the school in Wednesday, to teach these weirdos, I don't know, something. There's not really a lot of classes in Wednesday. There was in season 1, but not in season 2 much. Ugh. I don't want to get rid of my valuable dirt. I will say that when it comes to US politics, things seem to be looking up, dare I say. I feel like it swings back and forth every single week. But what's kind of nice is that there's plenty of young people who are joining the fray. I've already told you guys about Zoran Mamdani, I'm pretty sure. But there's also Kat Abu-Ghazaleh in Chicago. And so many more, dozens of like Gen Z and millennials coming together to fight for the values our country says they support, you know? So I'm definitely not feeling hopeless anymore. I feel like earlier this year I was definitely feeling really hopeless. Like in April, I was definitely feeling pretty hopeless. But not anymore. And I find that even in my small community of mostly conservatives, they are talking about it. They are talking about it. There's also a town, I found out about town hall recently, so I will be doing that whenever I get the chance. Like whenever we properly remember and actually go. Oh my God. You know what else is crazy? I got hit with jury duty. Isn't that insane? I can't believe I got jury duty. My boyfriend's never got it in his life. Why do I have to be the different one? I feel like things just keep happening and I'm just like taking forever to react, you know? I'm like, oh, when do I need to give them an answer? You know? When do I need to have my shit together? That's how I've been figuring out the past 2 months. When do I need to have my shit together and how do I work backwards to get there? You said, what is that? What? Jury duty? You guys don't have jury duty? Ramen, can you spell jury duty in the chat, please? Jury duty is a compulsory act that you have to do at least, I think, once in your life or once every certain amount of years. I'm not sure. But basically, it just kind of makes sure that you're doing your quote unquote civic duty and you basically act as part of the jury. But they also like can turn you away as well. If they find that you are a biased person, if they find that you, I don't know, that you're like racist or bigoted in any way, then they won't choose you. At least they're not supposed to. But, you know, when do people do what they're supposed to do? Like, ever. Didn't understand anything I said. Cool. You like sit down and you judge whether or not somebody's guilty. And you're supposed to be unbiased. But like, obviously that's not a real thing. Nobody can be unbiased. Give me my grass. Thank you. Sorry. It's okay. I love getting questions. It forces me as well to kind of think things through in a different way. But yeah. And then it's usually about, I think, like 15 people or 10 people on a jury. It's not that many. It could be less than a dozen, honestly. And a jury, yeah, they're just civilians who get given the information by the lawyers. They see the witnesses stand and then they come to a decision. Is the person on trial guilty or not guilty? And then the jury will give their answer and then the judge will decide whether or not they find the defendant guilty or not guilty. So what the jury decides, it's not the be all end all. I would say that most of the time the judge just kind of agrees with the jury, but there has been cases where the judge does not agree with the jury and overrides it. You can send someone to jail. Yeah, basically. You can be part of sending somebody to jail as a regular citizen. Again, I don't think it's the most smartest like system that we have, you know, especially because I don't think there's any like education level or anything. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. What are you hearing? Never heard of that. Wow, I did. What are your legal systems like? You might have been hearing me wipe my nose, by the way. I do have to go to bed considering that it's now nighttime again. So we will I think we will try and lure this guy into this crate over here. Can you see me? We don't have jury duty. That's good then. Come on. Will you go inside of the box? Come on. Come on, get in here. Like, hello? We have judges who learned for 10 years so they know who to send to jail. I mean, dude, like, valid. I think that should be enough. No? What, like a singular judge? Or maybe like a group of judges, maybe like 5 of them or something. But yeah. T. Okay. Now that we have this going on, I believe we are going to go get some. Let's empty out our. First, I think we should empty out our pockets, to be honest. And then we are going to go take everything. Then we're going to go grab as much as we can from the other village. We need to go get some. We need to AFK for some wool. Perfect. Some streamers who don't want to have jury duty. Oh, not some streamer who don't even want to have jury duty. Yeah, exactly. I already don't want to be there. I don't feel like it's fair to them, you know? Ugh, I would love to get some terracotta as well because I think it went into the wall very well. Very nicely. I think it fit. Let's go unload everything. And for now, this will act as our storage room down here as well. I think I have a space for pretty much all of this stuff. We have our wood. I had it organized, but, you know, is that really necessary right now? I don't think so. We're still going to do it anyways, apparently. Okay. And then these stuff just kind of goes dump in there. How many people live in the US? 360 million, I think, or 330 million people live in the US. Impressive, right? And 50% of them can't read above a 5th grade level. Still impressed. Yeah, it is a lot. How many people live in the Netherlands? Okay, that one's empty. I guess I can just throw all of my flowers and bee nest. Flowers are supposed to go in there. Yeah. Flowers, etc. Leave that down here, I guess. I'll grow some wheat. It's not as good as carrots, but... How many do I think? I think there's 50 million people in the Netherlands. Am I close? I don't think there's very many at all, to be honest. Way lower? Okay. That's crazy. 20 million? We can just keep this as our dirt box, I guess, for now. Do I have any other dirt anywhere else? Gotta make sure we consolidate as we go. Nah. Oh, dirt. Oh yeah, my bee nest. It was over there. Wow. Okay, well I guess this sugar box is full. Join the fray. 18 million? Wow. Much less than I thought. You know, I kind of want to empty out one of these. The question is which one? This one? This one. I'll empty out this one for sure. I'll take this one with me. Okay, we have extra food. We got more than that in Florida alone. Really? I did not know that. Put my food in there. That's should go in there, I think. I guess technically. And then these are decorations. And for now, I mean, we can just put this stuff in here for now. Because we are going to use it to decorate one day. And the flowers should go in there. And I guess we'll just throw these in there for now as well. Nice. I'm trying to break up the pattern a little bit so that hopefully I can like remember what the difference is between these two. There. We've consolidated the storage. Woo! What is the least liked state by Americans? Maybe fucking Montana. Like, who the fuck goes to Montana? I mean, maybe, I guess, if you're like gonna go see some nature. Least liked state? I would probably say Florida. Like, people don't really like Floridians, I find. Like, all around America, everybody loves to shit on Floridians. But, you know, people in South Florida also shit on Floridians. Because North Florida and South Florida, it feels like two different states. So, it might as well be two different countries, honestly. And then you just have pretty much like all of the Midwest, which like nobody visits. Nobody's gonna go visit fucking Utah or fucking Idaho. You know what I mean? Again, not unless you're doing like a 50-state trip and, you know, you're sightseeing something specific like that big ass potato that Ryan Trahan had in his video. Most like state, I would say people romanticize both California and New York respectively. And is the myth true that in Alabama they do. They do. There's plenty of people that are inbred in Alabama. Even further down in generations, a lot of people think it's okay still to be with their cousin, even if it's like especially if it's like a third or fourth cousin. Yeah, that is true. I actually met somebody in real life who was inbred. Obviously, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't even their mom's fault. But, you know, that's what happens when you lack regulation. That's what happens. And then people are stupider. That's what happens. All right, let's get into the map. On the map, y'all. Wow, this area is looking really nice and flat. Really proud of us for this. Really cool. You have a place in the Netherlands too that does the same thing. We should be able to go straight south. Yeah, I'm thinking Subscriber Village would be really nice either in this divot in the mountain or, you know, throughout this pathway here. Maybe over here. Lots of places for sure. You said the place is called Irk? Insane. I'm gonna look it up after. Let me write it down. Oh, will I make it in one rocket? That would be nice because I need to conserve. At some point this year, we also need to make some type of mob farm or like creeper specific farm. I don't know. I think that a creeper farm would be the most useful. But, you know, having a mob farm would be useful as well. And I've still never done anything like that. Why don't you make an elytra launcher? Because that type of stuff is not really that interesting to me, honestly. But I would love to do more redstone and things. Man, I would love to build more with these petals. I just love them so much. They're so pretty. But um yeah, I want to do more redstone builds. I want to do more redstone farms. You said it saves fireworks. Interesting. But I like having the fireworks. I like being able to just jump from any point, right? I just don't like running out. Which I have another world that I have with ramen, and I never run out. I wanted to see if we had any extra. I need to look for okay, extra bundle score. I wanted to see. Okay, plenty of dirt in there. Don't think I'll be needing it. Aha! I knew I had more of these. I'm gonna use this one to take with us. I don't know why I would need a smithing table down there, but nah. Yeah, I'll just take it because we can. And I will need a grindstone for the setup. And you know what? I'll just take these chests while we're at it. I'll put that down there as well. Okay. I know we'll be needing the white oak. I just don't know how much yet. I'll take these because we are using them. I won't take any of that wood, but I will be taking plenty of this wood. Oops. And I will need a lot of the unstripped as well. So that was on me, guys. Now I need to gather more of that wood. Cool. Again, I don't think we want any of those. Having mending on some more stuff, maybe. Until I have mending on everything. Okay, I have it on that. I have it on my chest plate. I have it on my whole outfit. What do I need it for? Maybe these are for backup books? No clue. Don't really need much of that either. I don't think I'll need this, but I'll just take it. Same thing. And I don't think I'll need this either. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay. Where are we going now? We need to go AFK. Yeah, I should take a break. I'm like, my mind is tweaking. So we're gonna leave you here, watching the sheep, making sure that they are safe and sound. Actually, we need to make sure that Simi is safe and sound as well. So let's build a little hidey hole. So I can be safe from phantoms. And yeah, we're gonna take a break. That's 1.5 hours of stream down. I think I'll be back in like 10, 15 minutes, something like that. So go grab yourself a snack, go eat some lunch or dinner or breakfast, and drink some water, and we'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Welcome back. It has been more like 20 minutes, but I don't really care. It's just more time for our whatchamacallit, our sheeps to grow their wool. So we waited about a day. I don't think we have that much in here. Did I already take some out? All of these are being used or working. Are they just not regrowing their wool? Does anybody know if this sheared them while we were gone? Because I just feel like 49 is not that many. You know what, as well? What we can do is add some more grass. I have a feeling that they're not replenishing the grass as quickly as I want them to. So let's go do that real quick. And maybe it will actually go this time. How was your break, though? How was everyone's break? Did you get a snack? Did you go on a walk? I went on a walk before we started stream today, but I would love to go on another one before the day's over. I think it'll really help with my sinuses. It's dark and stormy outside. No walk. Okay, let's watch them. I want to make sure that this thing is shearing. Or let's see. It has 49 there. These are all facing the right way. Now we just have to wait for them to eat something and to make sure it actually works. The grass is green now. Are you gonna eat some? Do I have to wait for them to be hungry? I thought they just eat it. Maybe it's something to do with my lag. I'm gonna try killing some of these guys. I don't see why it would have to do with lag, but I'm just spitballing here, you guys. I do have some more list of things to do. For stream today. Oh man, I should have given them some food first. You want to eat? It's going to be very important to have these cows for whenever I need leather. Okay, put this away. Very cool. Did they eat? Shh, be quiet. Move. Look what you made me do. Can you guys please eat? I just want to see you eat one time. Fucking bitch. Everything is always chaotic, bro. Always. I'm gonna pick up this because I have one over there, so I don't need one over here. Is there anything in here that I can take with us? I'll take the egg. Why not? Why not? Why not take the egg? I did want to take the wool, right? Why aren't my sheep eating? You know? They were eating. Why did it break? Why did it break? He just ate. Period. Are you guys gonna eat? Maybe these like specific ones are just like bugged. How long is it gonna take though for him to eat for real? He won't escape, right? I just want him to just trying to change the block states. Okay, he just ate. Okay, he's just being finicky, this one. Huh. So it just takes forever. That sucks. Did you just... No. I don't know who did that. But it's fine. We don't have that much wool. That's tough. Man, we don't even have a full stack of anything. The idea was that we would have more by now, but it's not looking like that. Whenever I'm over here, I like to just gather the sugarcane up because it's nice to stay on top of it. So we can actually have like a shit ton of paper and stuff. And one day we are going to, like I said, make a big paper firework farm. So enough of the sheeps. I think I'm going to also gather up a couple of stacks of iron while we're here. Maybe just one stack of the iron blocks should do it for us. Like, I guess. Very cool indeed. Neat. All right, what else is there to pick up? I was kind of thinking we can just like fly around and shear some sheep like that as well. But we also do have the one in our little area. I have the best fucking clip of you building this thing. What thing? The iron farm? Or this the sheep farm? Hey guys. I should pick up more cornflowers as I go as well. I have plenty of these yellow flowers. The iron farm. Oh. Is it terrible? You said it's the best thing. I have a feeling it's going to be one where I die. A clip where I die. Oh, you know what? Let's go traveling somewhere and see with zombies. Yeah. I bet. Was it my guy? Did he die? I think I would like to go explore and look for a mesa. I do not believe we found anything like that just yet. I don't believe there's anything over there. And this is like cold biomes. So I think I'm just gonna travel. Yeah, and these are all cold biomes over here. I think I'm just gonna travel west. Wait, east and see what we find. Yeast. And then you protected the zombies in the boats and then I died. I bet. Yeah, I remember that. That was terrible. I literally failed like I don't even know how many times before I finally got it to work. All because I was trying to not look at like a tutorial. But then I ended up still having to look at a tutorial. I can be really prideful sometimes, you guys. And then I built it off stream. Yeah. I don't mind though. I think I prefer to do a lot of the actual building off stream and to just show you guys what I'm doing. One day I'll get into a good routine. Maybe when I'm like streaming, 3 times a week or twice a week. Maybe then we can show more of the building. When I can actually have time to dedicate to playing Minecraft. But for now, it's all we got, man. Am I falling? I totally was. Keep an eye out for the mesa. There's pumpkins over there. Pretty sure all this brown stuff is leaf litter. I hate that it looks that way on the map. Ugh, snow? Is there no mesa in my entire world? Whoa, what a crazy mountain. Do you think it has any calcite up there? I don't think I'll really need much because I mined out that whole geode, but would this count as a peaks? Would this count as a peaks? Nope, we're still in the forest. Ooh, an emerald. I'll take that. Good sir. Oof. That was so close. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice haul, I would say. Wow, look at all this flat space. We have a portal we're going to go check out. This is a nice flat space. Ooh, look at that shipwreck. It's just poking out the water. I know what we're supposed to be doing, but look, there's sheep right there. Hey guys, do you want to get your haircut for free? I love those videos. I get them sometimes. Those videos of people shearing sheep because they're so sad. I got no bees in there. I better put it back. This was like the best thing from modded that they added. Dumped. Okay. Don't jump in the lava. Alright, you guys. Good or bad chest? Good or bad chest? Bad. Word? Ramen? Votes? You have until I'm finished. Oh, that was actually quicker than I thought. Never mind. Wow. It was terrible. It was actually terrible. I will take these fire charges because I would love to do like a fireworks display one day. And then we'll just leave that there because you pissed me off. Also, I feel like I'm gonna need magma cubes one day. So I'm just gonna collect these whenever I find them as well. Sometimes these things can go really deep. You said you couldn't find your phone. That's okay. We're just chilling here, man. Oh shit. Well, we was. That's kind of cool. I'll let the lava do its thing. Alright. Where should I go now? I think I should keep traveling east. Oh, wait. Where was that shipwreck? There it is. It's not exactly east, but it'll get me some things on the map. What's that? It's just diorite. Interesting. It will be nighttime, so we need to be careful of drowned. And I've prepared for this. Nice. Oof. Okay. And where else do we go from here? Don't drown. Okay. Okay. We did much better this time. Let me just clean up. I'm just gonna clean up my stuff real quick. Good, bad. It was like the opposite. Bad, good. But that's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Okay. Seriously? Not enough space? Okay, whatever. We don't really have that much space, you guys. Man, bundles are really just so good. Yeah, I think honestly this is fine. I don't think there will be another chest in this place. So I'll just do like that. I don't think there'll be another chest because it's like a half made ship. But we've been here. We gotta let ourselves know. Average. Yeah, they were pretty average. I was gonna try and go to the maps, like to the map that we have found. But, you know, if we have to travel far, I don't know about that. It's situated always facing north. We would have to go east anyways. So let's go east. See what we can find. We're gonna go east and we're gonna go a little south. Is that another shipwreck right there? Dude, it totally is. Wow, look at all those sheep. Okay, it says I'm like too far. Do you have a goal for streaming at the end of 2026? I haven't thought that far into 2026 yet, but I have thought about until the end of 2025. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Screw this thing, bro. Screw this map. I'm just gonna go east. By the end of 2025, I want to have like a finished project. Bro, another shipwreck? Yeah, I just want to have at least like one finished project. So if that's the dungeon, then that's the dungeon. I want to have proof that I built something. I want to make like a distinct change to my world. So probably not anything to do underground, honestly. If we can get the castle built and completely finished, you know, if we can also make another house, get better, you know, I wanted to also start my Let's Play series before the end of 2025. I just not sure. This kind of reminds me of that scene in holy shit, there's a bunch of baddies. This reminds me of that scene from 28 years later, where I need the gunpowder, guys. Sorry. Where they have to wait for the bridge. How did you not die? Cool. Should I take out all of these guys? For some reason, they can't see me. I overshot that one. Alright, that guy's a goner. Oof, got him that time. Oh, I have no more arrows. 1 second, dude. Let me get an arrow. Okay, we got a decent amount of gunpowder. Let's keep traveling. Yeah, I think that's like one of my main goals is to like make a really big change in my world and start my Let's Play series. But if I start my Let's Play series, you know, next year, I won't be upset either. What's over here? Okay, a little drowned temple. There seems to be stuff this way as well. We've never really traveled this far, so it's interesting to say the least. If I don't find a mesa just by flying around, then I think what I'm going to do later is just look it up. Wow, another shipwreck. They must have made those things way more common. Look, a little snowy village. Very interesting. Look at this village. It's like situated on this little island. We need to be careful because we might not have enough rockets to make it back. Wow, and look at this little area. This flat little area. Look at this island. Very nice. Very nice stuff. Man, Minecraft is so good at generating terrain. It'll never cease to amaze me. I did not bring a bed because I'm so smart. I know I have all the stuff to make a bed. I just don't really want to do that. Is all that stuff literally ice? Let's go a little south. I just realized that my elytra might break. Because I still don't have unbreaking on it. Which is more than a little silly. Wow. / locate mesa. Yeah, I just don't want to do that right now. Because we only have so much time for stream that, you know, I want to dedicate it to actually doing stuff instead of I'm surprised we haven't found a geode. Yeah, I would rather dedicate it to actually doing stuff. A geode wouldn't be too bad either. Do I have sweet berries? I don't think I have sweet berries. Don't have any more arrows either. It's okay. We are doing okay. I honestly think we've been doing great so far. Alright, we definitely have enough rockets to get back home. We won't have much more after that, but that's okay. Just clearing up the inventory. Okay. I guess we're hoofing it. Like, are we ever gonna find anything else? I've got no clue. Actually, I think I have enough to get back to the poopy spawner. I just have to travel pretty much directly west. Again, the question is, will I have enough of my elytra? Probably not, but let's just make sure we crash in the ocean. Right? Bro, look at this ocean. Another shipwreck. This is my favorite way honestly to travel. Man, these are like some of the first. Oh my gosh, look, that's a ruins above water. Wow, this is a nice little island over here as well. Gotta make sure I'm traveling over the water. Just in case. I think this is where we just were. Boom. Called it. I knew it would happen. Why not die and heal your elytra and fly another direction? Oh, I didn't think about that. I was only going in this direction because I felt like we never traveled this way before. Not really. I guess I'll just drown myself though. I should end up back in my bed, right? But I don't remember if I slept in it. So what if I end up back at spawn? You know? What if I end up back at spawn? I actually think I need a buttload of gravel. So this is a good thing. I think having a buttload of gravel will be good for the soul. I think it'll be smart to have. I'll just gather whatever will fit in this container. I think I have silk touch on my shovel, so I won't get any flint. This is so that we can make a bunch of coarse dirt when we need it. We can texture with gravel. We can also make concrete with gravel. Having gravel on hand pretty much all the time is like important, in my opinion. And look at this, free dirt as well. Is it closer than you are now? Spawn? Definitely not. Spawn is super far. I spawned in ice. So we are pretty close right now. We are only, I think, about 1,000 blocks away. This is where we want to go. And this is where we are now. So I can just take a boat there for the most part. We just take a boat. Oops, it's not what I meant to do. Freaking Hurricane Simi came and obliterated these rocks. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry guys. After stream, I'm gonna have to get some medicine. I said I would be here to stream though, and look where I'm is. Right here, streaming. Let's hope I can make it to work tomorrow. Because I really don't want to have to miss a day or anything. I literally stayed extra later because I wanted more hours. Can I ask you guys something? Would you be interested in seeing me build in creative? Because I think that would really help me, like, practice my skills. Ramen, can you please get me some more tissue? Please. It's just so gross. You guys both said yeah. You said if it's just the same vibe as streams, basically. And honestly, I might even like before next time, what I'm gonna do is just create a playlist. Now it could be the same 3 songs that I know are for sure copyrighted. I mean uncopyrighted. But I would at least like to, I guess, put some together, put a playlist, some type of playlist together. And then that way, next time I could be like building, we could be like, you know, humming along. And that way there's no like dead space, no dead airspace, you know? What's down here? It's not there anymore. I love the random floating islands of like 10 blocks. How's the emote thing going? Basically unstarted. Because remember, we were on vacation. And so I didn't really get a chance to do any research in that. But I wanted to be something cute, something of each of us. I think for now, though, I only get 2 emotes. Hey, Ramen, can I get that tissue, though? Like ASAP Rocky. I literally annoyed the ever-loving everything out of him. I know it. I feel like I'm a generally pretty needy person. Oh my god. I'll be right back. It's fine. I did it myself. Now I'm here back with less snot. I think I'm gonna texture a lot with this coal. It's gonna be a pretty expensive build, I think. I'm planning for it to be a huge build. But because of that, I want to have a lot of smaller builds as well to work on in the meantime. But if I can finish off all my projects that I've started this year, or at least like make good progress on them, then I'll be happy. I'll be happy with how I spent the year, I think. I don't think I'll have much more space in my sugar box. Your sound was disconnected? It's okay. Are you okay? My cat just like threw herself off a cliff just to eat some kibble. An idiot. Okay, now that it's nighttime again and I'm scared, we gotta head out. We have to head out because I would like to do something else today. Surprisingly. Where's the extra one? Okay, I'll put that in there. Nice. All right. We went and got like 4 shulker boxes worth of materials. What else do we have to do? We need to get back to our base. So I'm facing the wrong direction. Need to go north. I need to go northwest. Gotcha. Northwest. I guess we're gonna have an oak boat this time. We're just gonna have some peaceful boating until I get there. Just so I can give my voice more rest. I'm gonna drink some water. This is your reminder. Drink some water. How much water have you had today? Be honest. Drop it in the chat. You said 0, but now's your time, dude. Now's your time. Get you a little glass of water. Won't hurt nobody. Bro, look at this fucking garbage. I just had to show you. I just had to bring some attention to it because this is terrible. Nah, man. My cat jumped on the desk and then she covered up my phone, so I couldn't see anything. We're just gonna be silent for my voice can rest until we get there, but we're almost there, so don't worry. I don't know if I've been to this shipwreck yet. I do not know. I assume so. I don't see how I would have seen such a thing and then not been here before. Maybe not. Because look, now there's stuff. Let's get out of here, though. Is there anything down here? Or did I already get that one? That's one I already got. Is this one of those, like, one chest rooms? Because that would suck. Let's see. I don't know. Nope. It's just one chest. Terrible. Maybe I just left it last time. Alright. Where are we? We're almost there. We have to make a left in here, girl. Yeah. Look, torches. That means we've been here before. It bothers me that this is not connected. I'll probably want to connect it at least one day. Oh, come on. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Don't drown. Come on. Dude, she's like trying to lay down up here. There's like no space. I put it like this for a reason, so that she doesn't sit up here. Like, she just doesn't get the message, I guess. No, you can't put your hand there. She almost just pressed the escape button. I shit you not. You need to sleep soon, maybe like 15 more minutes. That's no big deal. Probably for like the last hour of stream, I might be just gathering resources or just pre-planning the build, so I could also just do that off camera. I'm honestly not feeling that well. I just been trying to push through, you know, but we're gonna make it to 4 o'clock, and you know, that's all that matters, right? That we streamed and we got to talk. At least that's what I like to believe. Where's that? There it is. Oh my god, I can't breathe. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I forgot to mute. Couldn't do it in time. Oh yeah, let's get this mushroom. Now that we've got all of this silk touch, let's get this mushroom up. Parkour. Did you guys see that? Look at the view from up here. Nice. Very nice. Oops. Okay. Surely we should be able to gather up all of these. Yeah, surely there wasn't more. Right? Alright. Let's get this mushroom block as well. Again, mushroom is just one of those things that I feel like when I see it, if it's in my way, I might as well just take it, man. I might as well just take it down. Ah, I don't have space for this. We did awesome, you guys. We have made it back. We didn't even die. We didn't even have to die. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that wonderful? Okay. We even did a little bit of planning. Don't even know where I should set this stuff up. You said the gnomes are gonna hate me because I took the mushrooms. Yeah, they are. Maybe that's what the village will be for those little gnome people down there. Okay, so we're back. Ooh, it looks like they've been busy, which is good because so have I. I've also been busy, you guys. Busy bringing back the bacon. Like I said, I want to have these things separate. Sorry, my face was leaking again. Ugh. I hate being sick. It's like the worst feeling in the world. Okay, but we are now back. Let's unload the goods. See what we have to show for it. I know I want to make a bunch of lanterns, so I might as well just do that right now. Whether we'll be using it for this build or another, I know we're gonna need them. And look, enough to make one more. Perfect. Do you have to work tomorrow, Dayon? I'm just curious. Okay, we got those unloaded. We have this place for dark oak. Let's get these unloaded as well. This is what I normally keep on me. Sure. Everything else, though, can be put away for sure. I did have a box for grass. There we go. It's for later use. I think all that can stay. You're gonna read and then go sleep. Oh, yes, I think that's a good idea. I should put this. Are you gonna read your own book or are you going to read something else? Not even sure most of the stuff I want it to go in there, but that's where it's going for now. have a spot for flowers. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Oh, there's no space. Take the moss out. That's not a flower. And this is basically a sapling. Oops. Oh my goodness. An education book about the universe. Very nice. Thank you for an awesome stream. Glad, love you. Good to have you back. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back, honestly. I cannot wait for the rest of this year, and I cannot wait for, you know, all the things that I have planned. I'm actually going to keep that on me. And those in case I need some torch stuff going on. And I'll just put that in here. Just have a few more things to unpack. I think I have a spot for an egg. Yeah, I do. You said good luck with being sick. LOL, thanks. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining me today. I missed you too, man. So happy to be here. We will be building your house before the year is up as well, so don't worry about that. Bella, you can't lay on my hand. I'm using that. You guys have no clue how uncomfortable it is right now, but that's okay. I do it for you. Gonna be right back. Whew, I had to use the bathroom, but I'm back. Let's go see. Who do we have to mortar? Actually, we have to do this so we can put everything, heal up our elytra. Look how many that was. Ooh, it's pretty healed up. 5 minutes. Yes, Bella. Hello. Hello. I feel like she's upset with me because I'm not holding her. But I can't just sit here and hold you the whole time. So, you lay down. Very nice haul we have here. It's looking very good. I don't like that they were sleeping in my bed, but we can always fix that later. Speaking of, I need to sleep so I can make sure that my spawn is here. Sucks that we couldn't find a mesa, but that's alright. I still have 41 rotten flesh on me. Cool. And I guess what we're gonna do now that we have emptied... Oh, we haven't emptied everything. So close. So close. Well, now they have jobs, girl. Now they got 6 jobs, which means 6 people can be born. I'm gonna make sure that he links up to a different bed. Yep. And then I'm gonna go like that. That way we can make sure the spawn is still set. And then we're gonna go trade with them to lock them in. And this will also heal up our elytra as well. This is like one of the best trades, man. Cleaning up these guys have taken some effort as well, but it's worth it. I think there's another guy. Ah, here he is. Okay, cool. We got some more materials. It's always good. I like to do these like chores when I get off because it like, you know, kind of keeps me accountable. Making sure I'm getting everything done, you know. As for the redstone lamps, which I'm actually sure I can make more of them right now. Because these are what I've been using for like lamps. Whenever I can, usually above these entryways. I'm going to keep that sign up. Pocket hole enchant set up right there. I don't really think I had anything besides a farm planned out for this area. Maybe we can do a little bit of clearing out in our last few minutes for today. And just get this room properly opened up. Oh my gosh. Bella is literally just sitting here watching me. I feel bad. I had to move her off of my keyboard. Bella's our black cat, and Esme is a gray tabby. All right, we've cleared out that. Right. No, this has to also be cleared out. I don't think I would mind a little. Oh, this was for netherwort. That's what it was for. A little netherwort growing area. But for now, it's going to keep the carrots because that's how I'm feeding these guys. So I also have potatoes. And I have a wee bit of bread. Here you go. Make more babies. All right, my outfit is fully geared up. I know as well that these are going to be decorations. Moved everything around so now I have to get reused to it, but I think I should now create a new project box or just start bringing a lot of this stuff upstairs. So for example, I know I'm going to want all of the smooth basalt. I might as well just dump it in there like so. I know I'm going to want pretty much everything that I have on tough for sure. See, and now I get to know what I'm doing next time. I am taking this box upstairs as well for sure. So the ones I'm taking for sure, I'm going to move. Because when I do go up there, I'm just going to organize my chests. I should have chests here, yep. I'll organize some chests. Cool. But mostly I just kind of want to start building, you know? Like next time I want to be able to build. Which means I need to do all this stuff for sure off camera. Oh yeah, I'm going to leave some smooth basalt, some deep slate behind. Because I wanted to use it down here. I just realized my mic was still off because I was coughing. But basically I'm gonna put all the stuff I want to take here. I think I would like to put some of the amethyst in this build as well, both down here but also up there, just to tie it all together. But I do know I will end up using a lot of stone. I think the nether brick will be nice as well, but I'll just take a little bit with us. This is something as well I would love to farm somehow. And if we could get some resin somehow, I think that could also look very nice. But this is just the beginning. We are going to... This is just the beginning. Okay. Everything that you see is probably going to be changed before I make up my mind. But I just want to be prepared. Is that such a big deal? That I want to be prepared? Alright. Let's go upstairs to do the goodbye. Oh no, I need to go back down because I left the door open. And they have kids. Alright, cool. Look, the sun is setting. Okay. It's the perfect time. Oh, wait. Very nice. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know how much it means to me. It means the world. And I am so very grateful. And I won't ever forget it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at SimmyCrafts for the VODs and Let's Plays coming very soon, I promise. Subscribe to me on Twitch. You know, support me if you want, but only if you want. Okay? Only if you want. Without further ado, I will see you guys next week on Thursday. Bye. Bye. Follow me on Twitch.